All right, folks, we got some sad news that broke this afternoon as the legendary country musician, often called the Queen of Country, Dolly Parton, passed away at the age of 80. Now, Parton released 49 albums. She won 11 Grammy Awards, starred in movies, and even had her own theme park named after her. Let's bring in a man who knew Dolly Parton, guitar icon and American Outdoor Sportsman of the Year, Ted Nugent. Ted, you knew her. You sent us the pictures.
I'll tell you, Dolly Parton was a force to reckon with. We've lost a great, great musical authority, a really down-to-earth, really grounded entrepreneur. She represented the best of the best, and I was lucky to collide with Dolly Parton on the road doing concerts side by side. We've never done a concert together, but I'll never forget when I was doing a sold-out concert in San Antonio, and she was doing a sold-out concert in San Antonio, and we kind of rendezvoused on the streets that night eating Mexican food. And she was like a buxomous Ted Nugent. She had a lot of piss and vinegar, a lot of spirit, a lot of attitude. And she's created a soundtrack through her dreams to be the best that she can be. She's created a soundtrack for a lot of people. So God bless Dolly Parton. And we lost Frank Beard from ZZ Top. We're still mourning Toby Keith and Eddie Van Halen. So we're losing a lot of musical forces, but their music will be with us forever.
I was listening to her 9 to 5 song in my office before we came on. It really, I mean, she did rock the music, but she was also like one of the kindest souls. Like she spent her, I mean, she was extremely wealthy, rightfully so, but she spent a lot of her money helping people.
You know, and that's not out of the ordinary. I started a Ted Nugent Camp for Kids charity 37 years ago. Eddie Van Halen donated to children's charity. Sammy Hagar's got a children's foundation. Steven Tyler does incredible donations. So in the music industry, you have a lot of very loving, giving, generous souls. And Dolly Parton, I'm sure, led the way in many ways. You know, I'm a rock and roll guy, and she was country music. And Toby Keith was a dear friend. I got some great country buddies. In fact, I'm angry I didn't write the song Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. But that being as it may, Dolly Parton's attitude and her positive energy was just, like I said, a force to reckon with. So we're going to miss her. I got to jam with her on the Mike Douglas show. There's a video of that somewhere. And what a moment it was. Mike Douglas, Susan Anton, Ted Nugent, Dolly Parton. Now there's proof that really good people can get along no matter what their roles in life, right?
No, 100%. And the other thing is she didn't stop, too. Like she was up till the day, I wouldn't say the day, but up till very recent to her passing, she was on the go.
Yeah, and again, that work ethic. She was different than you and I, but not really. Had a work ethic, believed in God, family, country, being the best that you can be, getting up early, being a productive asset for your family, your neighborhood, your fellow man, the American dream, and people around the world. And I've toured all around the world, and there's no place on planet Earth that people don't really smile when you mention the name Dolly Parton. And I think that'll live on forever. You know, in the middle of Stranglehold, I said, some people think to get high, you got to start low. You think you're going to die. I got news. You never got to go. Dolly Parton music is a perfect example of that. It'll be a soundtrack for loving people forever.
Yeah, and she kept, ownership of all her rights and all that stuff because she considered them her children. Ted Nugent, pleasure as always, sir.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to celebrate Dolly Parton with you.
Yeah, couldn't think of a better guy to have on.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.